Hello, family and friends. Queen Poetry 73 here. Coming off a fabulous Thanksgiving birthday weekend. Time well spent in Baltimore, Maryland. Shouts out to the city and everything. Yes. I just want to talk today. I'm going to be very brief. I just want to talk today about the source. And my question today is, what source are you connected to? And for the sake of time, anytime I reference the Bible, I reference a New Living Translation. So, yes. So, I'm going to jump right into it, and I won't be long. I just want to touch on some things real quick. As you all know, that we all have came into this world connected to an umbilical cord at birth. Okay? But, once the baby has been delivered, the umbilical cord has to be cut, severed, or broken. Okay? This shows the doctors and nurses that the fetus has the ability to thrive, making sure that all vital organs, reflexes such as sucking and grabbing and gasping and motor sensories are all intact. Okay? And once you are away from that lifeline, you must learn how to survive within yourself. You must learn how to thrive on your own. You must learn how to breathe on your own. You must learn how to grasp on your own, how to see, how to hear, how to taste on your own. However, you will always be connected to that line. Why? Because it is your mother, although there's not a physical cord. But once you learn how to survive, you're no longer attached to the cord or being fed through the cord. You're now being fed by the hand. Okay. Anyway, again, you will always be connected to that line. Because that is your mother. That's who birthed you. That's who brought you into this world. However, on a spiritual note, okay, Jesus is that line that connects us to Daddy, which is God the Father. Jesus is that line, okay, that brought us into the light of God. And that God is our source, okay? Everything else outside of God is considered a resource. Okay? So our lifeline with Him should not be broken. It should not be cut. And if so, metamorphically speaking, we will not receive the nutrients that we need to sustain a proper relationship with God. Okay? We will be spiritually malnourished. We will be beaten and battered by the devices of Satan, stumbling in darkness because we've not been taught to walk upright toward the light, which is God. We begin to look at man to be our source by putting our trust and hope in them. Then we get frustrated, aggravated, because they can't deliver. But God tells us in Psalms 146, verse 3, that do not to put your trust in man. Do not put your trust in man because he only has but a breath. But most of us will get frustrated with God because he did not give us what we wanted. But let me enlighten you. God doesn't give us what we want. God gives us what we need. Okay? Which is Him. We must trust Him We must take him at his word, as Numbers chapter 23 verse 19 tells us. Take God at his word and he'll show you. That is the word of God. God will show up every time so that you, the things that you want so badly, and the things that you couldn't breathe without, the things that you think that sustains you, when God is what truly sustains you, guess what? God blocked it. Why? Because he shows us the rights and the wrongs. Psalms 119 verse 89. God is a jealous God, so that anything that is taking his place on the throne in our hearts, he will remove it. It is for your good. That's Exodus chapter 20 verse 5. So when you are frustrated and thinking that you know what you need and what's best for you, or what you want is best for you, remember, after you've shedded your tears over absolutely nothing, it means absolutely nothing. I say that the tears you shed was good. Why? Wasn't good. It was good for you that you were crying, because it's good to purge. It's good to get things out. That's good. But why are you crying? Because what was good for you shouldn't have made you cry. Okay? So now, but I can enlighten you, coming from my own point of view. What has you thought was good for you that has made you cry? You're only crying because your pride was hurt, not because your feelings were hurt. Because it's all over social media that you've posted whatever that is about whoever that you were crying about or whatever. Now everything looks crazy because it's all over social media. Why? When you don't even realize that God just saved your life. You don't even recognize it. So my challenge to you, ask yourself, what source are you connected to? Because like I told you before, anything outside of God is a resource. If you're connected to money, you got a problem. If you're connected to cars, you got a problem. If you're connected to houses, you got a problem. If you're connected to shoes and red bottoms and clothes and all that stuff, you got a problem, especially when you can't afford it. You definitely got a problem and charge off all your credit cards for it. And your bank account on empty. You got a problem. Okay? Houses, you got a problem. Your job, if you're connected to your job, you got a problem. If you're connected to man, a woman or a man you can't just breathe without them, you got a problem. If you have not learned how to live alone, you got a problem. If you've not learned how to love, you got a problem. If you haven't learned how to forgive, you got a problem. Okay? So my charge and my challenge today to you is to find out, what source are you connected to? What connects you? What makes you there? What gets you going? What makes you thrive? Because if it ain't God, you won't survive. Know that. That is my time today. I love you guys. This is Queen Poetry 73. Just coming today with a little bit of word to enlighten you, to encourage you, to uplift you, to empower you, to make you understand, to make you see that God is all that you need in this day, in this hour. He's all you got. He's all you need. He is your source. He is the conductor. He is the chief in command. That's Daddy. Yes. So that is my charge and my challenge to you today. To continue to stay safe. I hope you all have a blessed day and enjoyed your holiday spent with your family. And then until next time, I will talk to you later. Peace.